Welcome back. So far, in our movie matcher project, we created create user function, recommend, and print user, which each one of them have their logic, a specific logic, and at the last step, we will create save to file function, which will take the user detail and save it to a file on the local machine. So today we will tackle a very practical problem. How do we save data from our program to a file on the local machine? So in today's lecture, we will learn how to write to files using the operating system within the OS package, and specifically the write file function, and also how to convert data to a string or a byte of slice, and also how to handle errors in our function. So let's jump to VS Code and create a function called save to file. This function will take a user as a parameter, and also it can return an error output. So the first step in our function, we need to format the user detail as a string. The second step, it will be to convert the string to a byte of slice, and we will see why we need to convert the string to a byte of slice later. And the third step, it will be to write to file, and the file, it will be the user .name.txt, and we will check if we will have some errors instead, and if not, we will return null. So if no errors, if we successfully save the detail of the user to a file. So let's begin with the formatting step. And let's create a variable called data, and using the fmt package and using the printf function, we will try to format the user detail, and with using %s, and this for new line, and we will have preference. This is for preference categories. Same, we will have %v for the second parameter, or the second of for categories, and we will have a new line, and then we will fill with the user name, and this is because I created using you, not user, and also the user preferred categories. So this way we are just like formatting, and this should be data instead of date. This is like we will have the name, a string that will have name, for example Jack, and preference, it will be a slice of movies. So that's what we did using the fmt package. So The second step is to convert the data or the string to a byte of slice, and for that we create a byte data variable, and we will do the conversion of data to bytes of slice. And for the third step, which is writing to a file, we will use the OS package, and we would use exactly the write file function. And let's hover over the write file function. This takes a name, which is the name of the file, and a slice of byte, and that's why we need to convert the string to a slice of byte. And obviously it will return an error, and the third parameter is just the permission. So let's begin or start with the username, the user or the file name. It will be the username, and we will concatenate it with .txt. The second parameter is the byte data, and this should be also. And the third parameter is the permission. In our case, it will be 06404, and this actually can return an error if the save or the write to file failed. Let's try to check if the error is not equal to null, and if it's the case, we'll need to return the error. And if it's not, and the save operation is done successfully, we can print a message. So yeah, we just completed the implementation. First, we've formatted the user data in a string using the fmt package, converted the data into a byte of data, into a slice of byte, a byte of slice, and using the write file, we saved the data, or we wrote to the file, and we checked the error, and then if nothing happened, we print the user data is saved to the specific file. So let's try to test it using this user. Let's save the file, and let's execute the code, and here we go. So he said that user data is saved to bob.txt, and here we have the bob.txt file, and we have the detail about Bob, and actually Bob have the comedy and science fiction both as reference categories. We just now tested the function and it's working. So that's it for this lecture. Let's take a quick break and come back in the next one.